In the heart of Emilia-Romagna, Italy, a groundbreaking restoration project reaches completion. This is the former house of the Fascist Party in the small town of Predappio, birthplace of Benito Mussolini.
La Casa del Fascio venne inaugurata nel 1937 e lo scopo, lo dice il nome, Casa del Fascio e dell'Ospitalità, è che doveva fungere da punto di riferimento per tutti questi pellegrinaggi di carattere politico. L'altra funzione è una funzione di immagine, di potenza. Davanti alla Casa del Fascio, nel grande piazzale, vengono organizzate le adunate dal 1937 in poi, per cui ha anche un elemento scenografico veramente molto importante.
Following the end of the Second World War, this significant building was largely abandoned, falling into gradual decay. The conservation of the former house of the Fascist Party has been carried out with sensitivity and respect for the rich and complex history of the site, a history that continues to resonate today.
La simbologia acustica ha un'importanza molto grande. Ne abbiamo traccia attraverso i fogli d'ordine, che sono queste circolari che vengono divulgate attraverso le strutture del Partito Nazionale Fascista e che assegnano alle campane un ruolo centrale nella liturgia politica e civile durante alcune feste importanti.
Today, we are proud to reveal the final stage in our preservation project. The original bronze bell is carefully taken down and replaced with an accurate replica, crafted entirely from crystal glass. To create this unique bell, we commissioned a leading Austrian manufacturer with unrivaled expertise in the transformation of raw materials and difficult histories into objects of glamour and dazzling distraction.
I see glamour as something that really begins around 1800 in the aftermath of the French Revolution. It's to do with dreams and aspirations, but always in a way that is visual and deceptive. Glamour is fundamentally a deception.
Crystal glass has very specific acoustic properties. Because of its higher mineral contents, usually 20 to 30% of lead oxide, crystal glass resonates longer and more clearly. It really has a beautiful, delicate sound. But because this glass is more rigid, it is also more fragile and breaks quite easily.
Glass or crystal suggests a certain fragility, but a certain also, a need to handle that object or regard it with a certain sort of care. And I think the glamorous is something that is incredibly sort of fragile.
Equally significant is the restoration of the original striking mechanism.
La campana veniva fatta suonare tirando la corda e avevano la possibilità, anche non andando sul campanile, di suonarla con questo elettrobattente esterno. Nessuno ha, pensato a sostituirlo. In questo caso dico meno male, così c'è rimasto veramente un meccanismo integro degli anni 30. Il solenoide con l'impulso andava, a battere la palla che poi andava a suonare.
We have restored each element to full operational capacity and according to the original tolerances. This mechanism is now attached to the crystal bell in the same way it was attached to the original bronze bell. Instead of running electrical wires down the tower, we have redesigned the activation of the striker using wireless technology, allowing it to be activated from anywhere. This remote control mechanism is placed inside a custom briefcase, crafted by master leather workers using traditional Italian techniques.
Ah, yes, the all-over pattern. This style of repeating a motif across an entire surface. We call it logomania. Fashion houses have been using this design language for decades now, but in fact this language has deeper roots in the history of Italian design.
We can see certainly a sense of spectacle a transformative force in relation to public spaces as well, covering buildings, creating temporary, almost film sets for fascist meetings.
With the installation complete, all three elements are now in place: the crystal bell, the restored striker, and the remote control briefcase. At the ceremonial reopening of the renovated building, the activation briefcase, fully functional, will be officially transferred to political leadership. We entrust the bell, and with it, the very idea of restoration, to their responsible hands.